Good morning. Oh my gosh. So I'm in my kitchen. The sun is like streaming through this window. So it's not the best lighting. But I do want to talk to you about sugar. I know we talked a little bit about sugar last week, but I'm going to talk more in depth on sugar today and tell you some things about it and where it's hidden. And I want you to tell me, I want you to go look in your kitchen sometime today and see if you have hidden sugar. Okay. So let's start with what looks healthy. Okay, so these are fig bars. These are stone ground whole wheat fig bars. This is strawberry. These look healthy. They're non-GMO. They're dairy free. They don't have high fructose corn syrup. I did not buy these. We help at a food pantry and these were given to us. So, but I just want to tell you, before I brought them home, I didn't pay any attention to like what all was in them. Of course, they have sugar. They have dried cane sugar. They have fig paste, which is more sugar. They have brown rice syrup. They have strawberry paste, more sugar. So you know, they have tomato puree. They have, and that's probably about all the sugar that they have in there. Okay, so these are tiny. These are like little fig Newtons kind of things, except the healthier version. Okay, so there's in one bar, there's 110 calories, but there's 10 grams of sugar. One bar. There's 2 bars in here. So if you ate this whole package of healthy fig bars, it would be 20 grams of sugar. Super important to pay attention to your labels. That's upside down. Super important to look at your labels, because you could be eating these for a snack or something and think, oh, I'm eating healthy, when you might be eating healthy. You're eating whole wheat, you know, I mean, it's whole wheat. It's like none of, you know, doesn't have bad stuff in it, but it has a lot of sugar, a lot of sugar. All right, so another example would be this crushed pineapple in 100% juice. Now, I buy this for recipes. I always try, if I have to buy canned fruit, I always try to get it in 100% juice, water, or like extra light syrup. Sometimes what I buy, like if my youngest likes mandarin oranges in the can, where I get them at Aldi, I can't find them in juice, but I can get them in extra light, and he usually drains that off anyways. So, but this is for a recipe. This is crushed pineapple 100% juice. Now, if I look at the ingredients, the only thing in here is pineapple juice, citric acid to keep it, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, to keep it from going bad because it's canned. Okay, keep it from turning. So a half a cup, there's 4 servings in this. A half a cup is only 80 calories and it has 17 grams of sugar. While that is a lot of sugar, I've got notifications coming down. While that is, I mean, a lot of sugar, this is fruit, only fruit, no added things, and so that's okay. I don't mind that. I would not eat like a whole cup of this. I would use this kind of as a garnish, not as like fill a bowl full and eat it, because there again, you could be eating healthy by eating this fruit, which is crushed pineapple, which you could then eat a lot more sugar and a lot more, well, not more calories, but a lot more sugar than what you planned on. Whereas if you're going to eat pineapple, like as a snack, I would eat fresh pineapple and cut it up. Therefore, you're getting the pineapple, but this you would get a lot more because it's crushed and it, you know, it looks, you can fill up the bowl. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with it. In recipes, to get your sugar from fruit is a good idea. Not to over fill your diet each day with fruit, but to get I eat 2 to 3 servings of fruit a day, and it's good to kind of, you know, mix it up and get a good variety because they have lots of vitamins and minerals in them, and like the sun is just creeping in on me. Okay, so the next one is I just pulled stuff out of my cabinet, is raisins. Now, while raisins are, I mean, they're not bad for you. They're a fruit. They're a dried fruit. And the only thing in here is raisins, but a 1/4 cup of raisins has 26 grams of sugar. So any dried fruit, you have to be really, really careful. I don't hardly ever eat a full serving of like a dried fruit. I use it kind of as a garnish, you know, like if you want a few sprinkled oatmeal or a few sprinkled raisins in your oatmeal, then that's perfectly fine. Just be aware that they do have a lot of sugar in them. So any dried fruit, you have to be really careful because all the water content is pulled out, so then it stays good, but all that natural sugar is in there. While they're not bad for you, They pack 140 calories in a quarter cup and 26 grams of sugar. So just be aware, even though it only has raisins in the ingredients, dried fruit is really, really high in sugar. So you don't want to, like, you know, be eating healthy and eating a bunch of dried fruit and realize, oh, well, you know, I'm eating a lot of sugar, and that sugar that doesn't burn turns to, you know, fat. So we don't want that. All right, next is tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, and salsa. So I have these two that I buy a lot. This salsa does not have any sugar in it. So you always want to try to find, always look at the labels, always look at the ingredients. You don't want a ton of ingredients in your food that you buy. That just means it's been processed more, it has more stuff in it, it has more preservatives. And this one has all natural things. It does not have sugar, like I said, and it only has 1 gram of sugar in 2 tablespoons. It only has 10 calories because it's mostly vegetables. It's vegetables, vegetables, vinegar, and salt. Onion powder, garlic powder, okay? So this, always look. If you buy salsa, get salsa without sugar or make your own. That would be even better. But I don't have time. I like that salsa, so I just buy it. Okay, so this is tomato basil pasta sauce. This is from Aldi. And this has all, it's organic, but don't always just go by organic. This one has, it has all vegetables in it. It has herbs, no sugar. So for a half a cup, it only has 5 grams of sugar, which is much better than if you buy a tomato sauce or a spaghetti sauce and it has sugar in it. It will be much higher. So always be aware to look at the ingredients. Make sure, like this one has no artificial colors or preservatives. If you can find one like that that's not like super expensive and out of your budget, get that one, because you don't want any added sugar. And if you can find a recipe and make your own, like I said, even better. But I can find these relatively cheap at Aldi. They don't like break the bank or anything, so I'm okay with that, and that saves me time, not have to make my own. All right, last one. I didn't have the barbecue sauce. We've bought Sweet Baby Ray's before because my husband likes that one, but I found this one. It's called Stubbs, and it does have sugar in it, but it has it's sugar and molasses, so it's more, and a little bit of brown sugar. All right, so 2 tablespoons has 5 grams of sugar. While that is, I don't know, kind of a lot of sugar, but you don't usually eat a lot of barbecue sauce. So this would be something you would definitely want to kind of measure and kind of eye before you put it in on stuff. But I use this and the pineapple to make barbecue pineapple chicken. I like this one. It tastes good and doesn't have like high fructose corn syrup in it. That is one sugar you want to stay away from. This one is something I have bought this one time, and I don't buy this. It was used for a recipe. My husband wanted to make something, and so I pulled this out this morning. I hadn't actually looked at the ingredients before. The first ingredient in this is high fructose corn syrup. A big no-no. So this actually has, where'd it go? 19 grams of sugar in 2 tablespoons of this. Okay, so this is, I don't know, I haven't even tried it. It's, I guess, kind of like a barbecue sauce. So you have this one. They're both the same serving size. This one had, what, 5 grams of sugar? This one has 19 grams of sugar. Excuse me, I've got like my sinuses are going crazy. So this would definitely not be a good choice. This came in a pack. The other 2 I haven't even looked at. They may disappear into the trash because I'm gonna guess that probably high fructose corn syrup is the first ingredient in the other one. So be mindful, especially when buying ketchup and stuff like that. A lot of ketchup companies have high fructose corn syrup as the first ingredient, and you don't want those. You do not want that anywhere in there, but definitely you don't want it as the first ingredient. Aldi, I have been able to find an organic ketchup. I don't know if I have it right down here. I've been able to find I don't have any extra here. I've been able to find a ketchup there that is, it is organic, but it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. So be sure, if you're changing, you want to cut out sugar, that's a great way to do it. It's like crazy sun, is to pay attention to what you're already buying and start switching things up. So if you look at your ketchup and it has sugar in it, try to find a ketchup next time that doesn't have sugar and make small changes. It will make a big difference. So, like your salsa, your pasta sauce, things like that, check the ones that you have now, and then next time you buy them, you know, I mean, I'm not saying throw everything out and go, go buy everything new, because that's not very economical, and I probably wouldn't do that. So, you know, put it on your list and pay attention next time and start making small changes to those things that you normally use. Don't go out and buy stuff that you don't, normally use. I like to keep things simple. If you've followed me or watched my videos very much, you know that I like to keep things simple. So I hope this helps you, and I would love for you to check out your pantry, your refrigerator, your cabinets and stuff, and check some labels maybe on some of the stuff that I mentioned here. Check them and see, snap a picture if you have questions, or just snap a picture, and hopefully this is a little eye-opening for you and gives you some great tips on how you can cut out some of the sugar. So I hope you'll have a wonderful Monday.